Midnighters, and welcome back to Midnight Gaming, where it's always midnight. I am Mystic Nightmare, your host for this evening, and welcome back to the Long Dark. I figure that what we can go ahead and do today is something a little bit kind of dangerous, but not quite super dangerous. You guys stuck with me for the episode where I broke down everything and repaired everything and and then the last episode, I believe we went through the cabins and rummaged through those cabins, which really wasn't super exciting, except for the fact we got attacked by a wolf and we found a bear, which was crazy. So in this episode, I think what we're gonna do is looks like our conditions 100%. We're extremely rested, a little bit thirsty or hungry, but not a big deal. Um, so I think what we can do on this is we could probably go after the rifle. Yes, I know I've told you guys before that people have died doing this, and yes, it, it it's also something that's kind of a necessity in this game a little bit. So I think we should go after the rifle. Now, I think one of our best chances in this map is going over to the trapper's cabin. Now, the trapper's cabin is one of my favorite areas. Not because you can harvest really a lot of anything over there, or I should say rummage a lot of anything over there, but it's just the whole area is just kind of my favorite area. It's deep in the woods, there's nothing really else around. You're in a nice little, mountain man's cabin. It's great, and I think we should do that. So far, I've gone ahead and harvested everything that we've had or I should say, broke down everything that we've had that needed to break down. I've repaired everything that needed to be repaired. In fact, I really didn't need to repair too much. And by the way, I believe they took out the fact that your clothes get ruined while you're sleeping, because I just slept 10 hours waiting for a storm outside to go bye-bye so I could prepare for this video, and not 1 ounce of the clothes went down. I mean, the scarf and the hat and the gloves were already down, but the rest of the stuff was still at 100%, so none of it went down. So I think they took that out of the game. Thank you, developers. That was awesome. That was one of the most ridiculous parts of the game, and taking off the clothes sucked because you froze. And yeah, thank you for fixing that. That was totally awesome. I went ahead and made some old man's beard with the lichen we got, I believe it was in the first episode, which is a dressing that helps with infection. Um, we've got our torches made. I want to make some snares, but we don't have cured gut yet, and I want to make snares to get rabbits so we can make rabbit skin mittens. I made a couple of hooks with the scrap metal we've got, but honestly, I don't think we're going to utilize them very much because that's fishing, and I still don't believe they fixed fishing. But we will try fishing out, don't worry. Cured guts for line, that's expensive, in my opinion. I can take a sweater and unravel a sweater and have fishing line just by doing that. I think cured guts for fishing line is a little expensive. It's excessive. I could turn around and harvest that chair over here and get thread from that. Ooh, there's a water bottle on the other side of that. Why didn't you guys tell me there's a water bottle over here? Look. Oh, see, I told you guys that they hide stuff behind these things. So anyway, yeah, I can harvest that chair right there and get the thread from it and make fishing line from that. I think having cured guts to make fishing line is a little expensive. It's excessive. Um, yeah. Anyway, we made fishing tackle from the line and hook we found here. So there's the rabbit skin mittens. We need 4 rabbits, 2 guts, deerskin boots. We're going to try and make those. Deerskin pants. We want to make this stuff because it's super, super warm, especially the bearskin bedroll. I mean, 2 bearskin though, man. Ooh. And I want to make a survival bow, but honestly, bows in this should be a lot easier than they are to make. Like, arrowheads are ridiculously hard because you have to go into a completely different area. Map. I mean map. Not area in here, but map. To find the forge and get the forge lit and to melt steel down to make arrowheads. It's insane how difficult it is to make a bow and arrow here, but it's so easy to get it's a lot easier to get a gun. So it's kind of like it's not really worth it, you know, and that kind of sucks because I'm the type of person that likes to use bows in games. So Trapper's Cabin. Now that I've talked all I've talked and I want to talk, another tip. This is very important, guys. When you find lanterns in this game, people like to keep them on their body, and it's like, you guys, you don't need to do that. Those lanterns are heavy as hell, okay, and 3.6 pounds. But you're like, well, they've got kerosene in it. But here's the cool thing: if you have a kerosene, if you have a kerosene, oh, now I can't even remember what the name of it is. I think we need to put the tools over here too. Whoops. Wait, what did I just put over there? Oh, okay. Put it over here. I've still got the tools on me from repairing stuff, so. And all I've got for this trip is our wolf meat, which is getting a little old. It's down to 87%. A couple of drinks. I got the MRE just in case. I got a couple herbal teas just in case we need to sleep and heal up if anything happens. If we get cold or we get tired, I need the tin of coffee and a little dog food for emergencies. But basically, if you have a kerosene can, and if you look at your kerosene can in your inventory, and then you turn around and you harvest a storm lantern that you don't need, you'll notice that the amount of fuel that you have in the kerosene can is more after you harvest. So you do get to keep the kerosene that's in the storm lanterns. It doesn't say you do when you go into actions and say harvest. It just says scrap metal. But you can actually harvest it and you'll get the kerosene from it. So you guys don't need to hold off on harvesting those just because of that. I also got our hunting knife to 100% by using the whetstone, and I've decided to bring the whetstone along just in case we find an axe. We need an axe and a gun. Axe most importantly right now, and just in case we find an axe that's in real bad condition, I can at least use the whetstone to increase the position or increase the condition of it. So here we go. Hopefully there's no wolves out here that give us crap right off the bat, because if there is, I'm going to harvest him and I'm going to stay at the camp office a couple more days. That's if we can kill him. But as I said before, I've been sleeping. Let's see here. Please don't be. Where are those crows going? As you can see, it's kind of foggy out today. I wish we could go like this and choose this and then have it start on that when you press the button. It's a little foggy. I'm a little bit hungry. Oh, since I'm hungry, let's just take care of that right now so we don't have to deal with it later. God, dry mouth too? Really? Okay, so that helped a little bit. What was I saying? Oh, was looking at the cold. Feels like 27 degrees. That's probably because we got 100% excellent condition because we repaired stuff. Let's keep our eyes out for wolves. I almost wish I had third-person view in this game. That was a wolf that was howling. There was multiple wolves howling. I don't know which way. I think it's this way. I think down there is the train wreck. Yeah, in fact, I see wolves down there now. Down there is, I believe, is a train wreck. And honestly, a lot of people go down there. I've tried going down there before, but all it is a dead guy with a backpack. And he very rarely has anything on him. It's almost not worth it because there's usually a few wolves that are like guarding him, and you have to get through the wolves. You have to scare them away, and then you have to get into the train car. Once you get into the train car, you got to get back out of the train car, and the wolves usually come back by then. And it's like it's never really worth it, in my opinion. I shouldn't say that though, because sometimes there's a deer outside you can harvest that's dead. The wolves have killed the deer. Other times inside the train car. Some people say the gun has been in there before. I don't believe that. I don't believe there would be a gun there. But some people say, "Oh yeah, I found a gun there," and I just no, I don't believe it. I think they're just trolling people personally. Let's pick up some sticks on the way. Um, this walk isn't really the greatest because it's not. You don't really have any markers. Sorry, I gotta be quiet and listen for wolves. You gotta catch them as soon as you can if they're coming after you. Anyway, as I was saying, there's not really a lot of land markers down here that tell you, okay, you're in the right path. It just kind of goes, what's the word I'm looking for? It kind of goes unrecognizable. So it's not the easiest to watch what you're doing, I guess you could say. Or watch what you're doing. Wow. Having a hard time talking, guys. It's not the easiest to get the landmarks, see the landmarks and say, okay, I'm in the right area, I know where I'm going. So basically, you come out of the camp office, you take a left, we get to the train tracks. Now the train tracks are really at the end of here. There's a blockage in this tunnel. It can be a little bit beneficial at times to check out the train wreck down here. If you've got the time, we've got a good 8 hours left of daylight. It's not cold, we're super warm. So I think I'm going to go ahead and check out the train wreck over here. Let's see if there's anything. Okay. Is that wood? No. Thank you. Okay. No spank you. Okay, so there's a box we can open.
Probably useful.
X. Okay. Don't really need the scrap metal. I got so much bloody scrap metal right now, it's ridiculous. What's down here? Okay, we don't need the simple tools. We'll take the wood though, definitely. I guess I could take the simple tools and just drop them off at the trader's cabin, just in case we ever get to the point where we need them. It didn't put us over our weight limit, so I'll go ahead and just take them and drop them off at the trader's cabin, just so we know where they're at. Okay, so basically once you go to the train wreck, you just kind of go this way. Go off to the right if you're heading towards the train wreck, left if you're heading away from it. And you kind of just come down and you hug this cliff to your left. Just kind of watching for wolves. It's funny, it's such a slow game when it comes to like traveling between different areas. But it's probably more nerve-wracking to me when I'm traveling in this slow-paced area between locations to find stuff than it is when I'm in the middle of an absolute situation where the fit has hit the shan, if you know what I'm saying, and I'm trying to get out of it. It's more stressful. Just looks like there's some crows up a front, and I said up a front twice. In front of us. But yeah, it's more stressful just traveling between these two areas to me, looking for wolves and just wondering when I'm going to get attacked, than it is if I was playing a game that was really action-packed in a certain situation where things were kind of going wrong, you know. See, corpses rarely have anything. It's kind of... There are some, I'll admit, there are some that have some good stuff. Oh, man, it is getting foggy. Not good. Not good. Crap. Wow, it is getting really foggy. This sucks. I kind of want to go to the top of the hill to see what's up here, but at the same time, oh, that's not a good sign, hearing a wolf howling. Oh, there's a couple of them over there. Crap. Wow, this is really nerve-wracking. And I'm fighting the urge to light this torch. Man, I really wish it wasn't so foggy. This sucks. And the main reason is I think we're actually at the cabin. It's over here somewhere. I'm just trying to stay on the right track, I think. Whoops. Is that... This doesn't look familiar. I'm just gonna stay... More sticks. I left all the sticks back at the house and I only grabbed some for firewood and stuff, so I want to make sure we got enough to start a fire when we get there because... Oh, I guess we're alright. Wow. It's warm over here. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and cruise down here. This really sucks because I think we're at the cabin and I think... How many sticks we got? Can we stop picking up sticks? Yeah, 12 sticks. We should be okay without. Because when you come over this ridge, you can see this nice, beautiful little cabin sitting in the distance. You guys see this rock right here? This rock right here. I think this is the one that saved my butt at one time. There you go. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Seeing that through the mist and stuff. I really wish it wasn't so cloudy right now, but isn't that cool? That's so neat, I think. I'm stuck. Why am I stuck? Okay, move. And I don't want to go down in there. So that's kind of an open area. Oh, there's rabbits back here? You gotta be kidding me. We gotta watch this, guys. We gotta see where these rabbits are going. Because if we can make a snare while we're here, which I don't think we have to wait for some guts to cure. So I don't think we can make a snare. But they've never had rabbits over here before. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if people complained enough. They were like, hey, you know, we'd sure like some rabbits to spawn behind the cabin so we can trap them a little easier. Because there's an area where you can trap them down here. There's a couple, but you have to travel a little ways, and it's actually quite dangerous getting to them. There can be a bear there. Actually, that's where I caught my first bear on my last playthrough, was over here in the Trapper's Homestead. And I headed over to start trapping the rabbits that are over here. And as I was getting over there, what is this laying in the ground? Was this a backpack? Oh, wow. Out in the middle of nowhere?
I can use this.
Yeah, nice. Oh, nice. Okay, so yeah, I was traveling over there to trap some rabbits, and I ran into a friggin' bear. I had to shoot him. That was my first bear I ever... I don't think I can get in over here. Can I go up this rock? Yes. You can't jump in this game. Kind of sucks, honestly. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Trapper's Homestead. And it really sucks you can't see anything. I'm sorry. Bleh. Okay, what we're here for. Let's press H and get our torch down. Let's hope that it's here. Let's hope that it's here. Is it here? Is it here? No! The gun is not here. Son of a donkey's biscuit eater. Crap. Oh, there's a snare. And there's a Stacy's grape soda. Yeah. You know what I'm going to do with the snare? Watch this. I'm going to turn around. I'm going to go right back out of here. Okay, so where I saw the wool, not the wolves, but the rabbits. We want to get rabbit fur. Really want to get rabbit fur. So was it right? Where did I see it? Oh, there's rabbits over there. Because what you want to do is you want to stick the snare in a spot that's in the middle of a rabbit kind of walking area. I'm thinking right there. So what you want to do is you want to look for their tracks. See, it could be up here, but it's not really a definite guarantee that they're going to be up here. That one disappeared. I'm just wondering if I can put one here. So you don't want to just randomly place it somewhere because it's not going to work. Plain and simple. Okay. Here's what I've noticed. I've seen two go by this rock over here. Right there. Right there. Okay, so I want to put a snare right here. Too far away. Okay, right there. I'm going to put a snare. I've seen two of them go right there. We're going to put it right there, and hopefully that'll work. Because I think we're going to have to stay here a couple of nights. Good deal. Okay, well, that really sucks that the gun's not here, unfortunately. But you know what, guys? It happens. It looks like they've actually... we got pretty lucky with as much stuff as here. Another rifle round. Great. Rifle round in a cabin that doesn't have a rifle. Wonderful. Oh, 2 rifle rounds in a cabin that doesn't have a rifle. Bleh.
I'll take it.
Well, at least we're getting a decent haul here. Pinnacle peaches, very good. Dog food is just as good as anything else. Pork and beans, one of the most high-calorie foods in the game. Let's see what else we got. Matches. I don't really need a magnifying glass. Can we break the magnifying glass down? No. There's not really any reason to keep the 2 magnifying glasses. Paper. And yes, we will be opening the safe. Now see, this is a little... This is kind of just add insult to injury right here. A rifle cleaning kit. With no rifle. Stand up, please. Thank you. Let's see, first aid kit. You know, I was kind of, when I first started playing my first playthrough, I found the rifle real quick. Here's another rifle round. I did. I found it here, in fact. And I kind of felt like everybody was complaining about nothing. Oh, it's so hard to find. Did that say mittens? Mittens are usually much better than regular gloves. Okay, so 1.7, 1.7, 1.2, 1.2, but these are not repaired. I bet you if I repair these, now a lot of people screw this part up. They get something like the ragged mittens and then they get their basic gloves and they say, oh, the basic gloves are better because they don't realize that these are in very low condition. When you repair these things, the clothing warmth and the wind chill goes up. So let's repair them. They were at what? Wait, let's look at what they were at. 1.2 and 0.6. No, I don't want to harvest them. Oh, by the way, guys, I almost accidentally harvested our coat. Our main coat. I don't know what I was thinking. But I almost harvested our coat. I couldn't believe it. Okay, they're at 99%. Look at that. 3.6. 1.8. It went up a massive amount in the warmth and the wind chill. Now they're better than our basic gloves. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, they're not as good as the gloves I got on. Really? Because they're pretty close and they're at 36%. So maybe you should try repairing them, and I bet you $20 they will end up being better. So yeah, let's put those on. Our clothing bonus now goes up to 21. And we're going to harvest these real quick. It'll only take 10 minutes, so that's not a big deal. We're getting a little bit thirsty, a little bit hungry, a little bit windy, so let's go ahead and eat this energy bar that we got. How are we on? We're still a little peckish. Might as well just eat the dog food. It's in bad condition anyway. And then we'll drink some water. Come on. Okay, so we're full. Let's go ahead and drink some waters. Waters. And we're not thirsty anymore. How much water we got left? 0.2? Ooh, we're a little bit low on that. Okay, it's getting a little dark on this side of the room, so I'm going to light this. Lots of firewood. I didn't even need to bring any from the older location. Okay, storm lantern.
It's getting kind of heavy.
Yes, I know. Okay, so anything else other than the safe? Saving the best for last. Hoping for oh, herbal tea. Nice. Hoping for a super warm coat. And we will put this bad boy away. We'll just go to the locker. Usually this locker is locked. Okay, so let me show you guys here. As you can see, we don't have any lantern fuel or lighter fuel. I wonder if or any cans. I wonder if I harvest this, if it'll give me a kerosene can. Or if I need to have a kerosene can on me to collect the kerosene. Let's harvest it now and let's see what happens. I don't know where the kerosene would go. So maybe you absolutely have to have a kerosene can with you. Yeah, see, I don't think I got the kerosene. Unless it went up into this accelerant stuff, I don't think I got the kerosene from it. So guys, I'm thinking that you definitely... Oh, I didn't even get in there. I didn't even look in this drawer. So you definitely want to have a kerosene can with you when you harvest a lantern, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't, then you're not going to get the kerosene from it unless the kerosene I didn't notice was in, unless the kerosene from it was put into my other storm lantern, which is always a possibility. But it didn't give me another kerosene can. I don't think it went into any of these accelerants, so yeah. Okay, let's get in this safe. Yep. That little noise was Merlin, the Midnight Warlock. He was talking to you guys, saying hello. Or kind of barking like a dog. He likes to do that. He likes to bark like a dog and then he likes to meow like a cat for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, so that one's at 45. Oh, 21, 22. Now I gotta go really slow. Sorry guys, but I'm not gonna have to redo all of this over again. Now I'm sure some of you guys who haven't played the game are probably wondering, okay, about this rabbit snare, how long does it take for us to catch a rabbit? Other people who, oh, there we go. Other people who know about this game know that it's another MRE. Excellent. Ooh, emergency stim. That wasn't that great of a haul. Other people who know the game, they know how long it takes. But yeah, it takes, basically you need to wait a game day. You need to sleep for like more than 8 hours or something, I don't know. But you need to wait a full day before you can go out and get a rabbit. Unless they've changed that. They might have changed it. I don't know. In fact, let's find out if they've changed that or not. We did look in here, right? Yes. I got something in my eye. It hurts. Ah, there you go. See, it's nice and, well, it's dusk, but you guys can see this area. Super cool, right? Where are you guys going? Is there something down there? There's usually a guy that's by a tree down there that's dead. In fact, I probably should go up 2 hours of daylight. I could probably go down that ridge down there. There's also something else down here too. Let's look at the rabbit trap. Nothing in there yet. I'm kind of glad they put rabbits over here. That's really cool. It was just too long of a walk to go to where the rabbits usually spawn. There's usually a lot of deer down here too. I don't know why there isn't anymore. And every now and then a wolf will come down or a bear will come down here. And then your life just sucks unless you kill it. Let's go ahead and look in here. Oh no, usually there's a dead deer in here too you can harvest when you get here.
I shouldn't carry much more.
That sucks. No dead deer in here. Can't harvest anything. Can I squat down and get through here? Yes. You got some wind protection there. Okay, what to do? What to do? Are we tired? Yeah, we're getting a little bit tired, but we're not too bad right now. I kind of want to look around this bend right here and see what's down here. Okay, so there's a deer over there. And this used to be right here. This used to be my hunting ground for rabbits. You can actually, over here by this fallen tree, you can actually put, if you're facing the fallen tree, which I guess you could be at any angle facing the fallen tree. But you see those patches of, see that patch of grass underneath the fallen tree? There's actual rabbit footprints over here, and that's where you want to set your traps for the most part, is where there's rabbit footprints. And I usually set my traps like right about around here, like right there, and I usually catch rabbits. I've also caught them over here too, but it's not very often that you do. I think, oh, there's a wolf. You see that, oh, I just say that lone tree out there in the distance. I think that's where the crows are circling. Are they circling over there? Is it over there that... Yep, there's a dead guy over there. And we want to go over there. And the reason we want to go over there is because I think there's a dead guy, and usually that dead guy, sometimes, I don't want to say usually, but sometimes that dead guy has a gun. How far is that wolf going to walk? It's almost like he's guarding that tree. I wish there was a map in this game.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
Taking a risk here, guys. I don't know how far that wolf's gonna go. But if I can find a gun, Hide it. There's a hatchet. There's a hatchet. We need that. We need that. Okay. We really gonna do this, homie? We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Now he's gonna... Yeah, you go crawl off and die somewhere, you fruitcake. Okay, so let's go ahead and use... let's use that. Oh, I need that hatchet. Needed that hatchet. Okay, we're down to 79%, but we are not bad yet. I probably should follow that wolf and go harvest him, but I am not going to do it when it's dark like this. Well, at least we got the hatchet, ladies and gentlemen. I am totally stoked about that. I was hoping for the gun. We got the hatchet. That's good. We're sitting pretty on that. So there you are. Are you going to die over here? I hope you do. Drop over here and just die. Come on. You're there. You're almost there. You're almost dead. Well, I guess we follow him. We're going this way anyway. We could go over that hill to get back to the cabin, but if he's going to sit here and run like this, I want to see where he drops. Honestly, we could probably attack him again and be fine. Probably a quick kill. It would probably be a quick kill.
I think I need to lay down.
Okay, he's walking. Is he going to drop down dead? Come on, drop. He's not. Well, that was a deer. That scared me. See how he's limping? Wolf killer. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now got food for the next couple of days. Totally excited. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. No afflictions. But we're tired, unfortunately, and this is the part that kind of sucks. Okay, we are close to home. You know what? Let me show you guys. Are you kidding me? I can't. Invalid location. Why? Why is this an invalid location? Why is this... all this is an invalid location? Are you guys... are you kidding me? I can't place a stinking fire here. Anywhere. Oh, that's not very close. It's 94% chance. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook a pot of coffee, and it's going to make it so I'm not as tired. It's also going to keep me warm for a little while, and I'm going to put enough... hopefully I'm close enough to the fire that when we harvest this guy, I'll get the warmth bonus from it. I'm kind of doubting it, but I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to cook coffee so our condition doesn't go down anymore. We're taking a risk. We're at 72%. I'm going to put it up for 2 hours. I'm going to cook a pot of coffee. In fact, we need some water anyway. So I'm going to melt some snow first. And I'm going to boil it. Excuse me. And then I'm going to... tin of coffee. So we're going to cook a tin of coffee. Okay, what's with the scary music? Okay, we're at 1 hour. And then where's the food? The tin of coffee, cup of coffee. So we're going to drink, and this is going to give us a warmth bonus. We're also very thirsty, so I'm going to go ahead and drink some water. Okay, so now we're drained, but we got a bonus. Okay, so we are warmth. Our warmth is going up. Let's go ahead and see what it's going to take. It's a small wolf. It's only 7 pounds. It's not as big as Fluffy was. 1 hour, 17 minutes. Let's do this, guys. Oh, yeah. See, at the very last minute, we were getting cold. And this is why. We're in the storm now. Okay, let's get home. We are getting... Yeah, we're getting cold. Okay, so I need to get... Oh, we are out of stamina. Well, this is going to be a very long episode, guys. 40 minutes. But this is a good episode. I wanted to kind of reward you guys a little bit for sticking with me on the breaking down of stuff and the repairing of stuff and the boring searching. This is a good one. We got a wolf. We killed a wolf by our hands and a knife. We got to the trapper's cabin. We got an axe. Totally stoked about that. We're in a snowstorm. I'm hearing things. I don't know what they are, but I'm hearing things. How many hours of daylight? We got 9 hours of darkness left. So we can just go right in. I should probably cook the food. I'll cook the food up. And I'll cook a little bit more water, and then I'll sleep for the night, and I guess we'll bring you back. This is an episode, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it. I think this is a pretty good one, a really good one, actually. We got a lot done, so hopefully you liked it. If you did, hit the like button. If you didn't, don't hit the like button. If you hated it with a passion, hit the dislike button, unfortunately. It shows me what you guys like, what you guys don't like, if you're having fun, if you're not. Keep gaming. You know, no matter what you do, subscribe anyway, guys, and I appreciate your support, and we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for coming to the Long Dark.